Tonight's dinner came together almost by accident. Between leftover prep from chili night and a bag of shredded cabbage in the fridge, most of the work was already done, which makes it much easier to cook at home instead of reaching for takeout. I'm making blackened fish tacos, and this is a meal I come back to when I want something quick but still really satisfying. Fish cooks fast, tacos are flexible, and you can scale this up or down depending on how many people you're feeding. I'm Anya with Prepare and Nourish, and welcome back to my channel where I share nourishing traditional food for everyday life. For these blackened fish tacos, I'm using a mild white fish, cod. It's not fancy, but it's very versatile, mild, and you can't mess it up. But what matters more here is the seasoning. I make my own Cajun seasoning, mostly because I like to control the ingredients, and I already have the spices in my pantry. Paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, black pepper, a little cayenne, simple but bold enough that the fish doesn't need much else. I like using a sheet pan for the fish because it's so hands-off. You season it, slide it into a hot oven, and it just cooks itself. Fish is one of those proteins that tells you pretty quickly when it's done. It flakes easily and stays tender if you don't overthink it. While that's cooking, I get everything else ready. Now, because most of the flavor is in the Cajun fish and the creamy spicy slaw that we'll work on next, it really doesn't need much else. But I do like to add some sliced tomatoes and avocados. I feel like it adds just that perfect touch for fish tacos. All good tacos and with a squeeze of fresh lime, and of course that cilantro and green onions from chili the night before. There you go, all the toppings are ready. I usually shred my own cabbage because I like the texture, but this time I had a bag of angel hair cabbage and coleslaw mix from the store, and I needed to use it up. And honestly, it was perfect for this. It's thin, crisp, and ready to go. This is one of those convenience foods that actually earns its place. It saves time and still does exactly what it's supposed to do. Toss that with mayo, lime juice, sriracha, and some greens until all combined. The slaw is important because that crunch is important. It balances the seasoning on the fish and keeps the tacos feeling fresh instead of heavy. When people hear blackened, they sometimes think it means burnt or that the seasoning itself is black, but that's not actually where the name comes from. Blackened refers to the dark, flavorful crust that forms when well-seasoned fish hits high heat. The spices toast, the proteins brown, and everything comes together into this deep, savory exterior while the inside stays tender. And of course, the fish perfectly flakes with just 2 forks. I warm the tortillas over my stovetop just until they're pliable and slightly charred. That step seems small, but it makes a big difference. Warm tortillas just hold everything together better, and it just feels more like a real meal. Then it's just assembly. Cabbage first, fish on top, then green onions and cilantro because those were already chopped. This part takes almost no time, and that's what makes this dinner feel effortless instead of rushed. What I love about meals like this is that they're quick without feeling like shortcuts. The flavor is there, the texture is there, and it's filling without being heavy. This is also a great example of how using small conveniences like leftover prep or a bagged vegetable that actually works can make cooking at home feel sustainable. It's not perfect, just doable. And that's really what I aim for here. Real food that fits into everyday life, even when you're tired, even when you didn't plan ahead. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe for more simple, nourishing meals like this. And let me know in the comments what you want to see next. Eat well, be nourished, and I'll see you in the next one.